coming here in the east.
Look, Mother, look at that boat. Look at the dragon's head in the bow. And all the men standing up carrying torches.
Aye, well that's the royal guard.
Do you suppose that's the king? The man sitting in the golden cannon?
That's Carnival. A sort of prime minister. The king's right, man, you might say.
Well, do you suppose that they're coming out here to meet us?
Oh, there's no doubt of it. They'll wait till we pass them and they come around on sterns. But, Mum, I'll make over yet a word of warning.
What is it, Captain?
That man has power. And if you use it, fire ought to kill you.
Really, Captain, I don't think there's any.
You should know, Mum.
Thank you, Captain.
Look, Mother, they're closer. Mother, the Prime Minister is naked.
Gosh, dear, that's not a very nice word. Of course he's not naked. Half naked.
They all look rather horrible, don't they, Mother? Father would not like us to be afraid, would he?
No, Father would not have liked us to be afraid.
Mother, does anything ever frighten you?
Sometimes.
What do you do?
I whistle.
Oh, that's why you whistle.
Yes, that is why I whistle. Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid. The result of this deception is very strange to tell, for when I fool in my fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are. You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
That's very nice.
It's a very good idea, isn't it?
You know, I don't think I shall ever be afraid again.
Good.
While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, so no one ever knows I'm afraid. The result of this deception is very strange to tell, though when I fool the thing that I fear, I fool myself as well. I whistle a happy tune, and every single time the happiness in the tune convinces me that I'm not afraid. Make believe you're brave, and the trick will take you far. You may be as brave as you make believe you are.
Take them away. Mum, I wouldn't wish if I were you. You can't have all my funny disrespectful.
Well, I'm sorry, was I whistling? You realise?
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Siam.
He called you sir. Gosh, dear.
Sir, the telephone wish to know, are you lady who will be schoolmistress to royal children?
Yes. widow.
What manner of man your deceased husband?
Oh, well, my husband was an officer in Her Majesty's Army in... Tell your master, his business with me is as my capacity as school teacher to the royal children. He has no right to pry into my personal affairs.
I don't think I would, Mom.
Well, he hasn't, Captain Orton.
I don't like that lad.
When in foreign country, best you like everyone till you leave.
Your Excellency, I had no idea you spoke English.
It is not necessary that you know everything at once. You come with me now. Your boxes will be carried to palace later.
Oh, no, not to the palace. I'm not living at the palace.
Who say?
The king says, the king has promised me £20 a month and a house of my own.
King do not always remember what he promised. If I tell him he break this promise, you'll make anger in him. It's better I make anger in him about larger matters.
But all I want is 10 minutes audience with him.
King very busy now. New Year celebration just ending. Fireworks every night. Cremation of late queen just starting.
Oh, you have just lost your queen. I am so sorry. When did she die?
4 years ago. With cremation ceremony, also fireworks.
And what am I to do in the meantime?
In the meantime, you wait. In palace.
Your Excellency, I will teach in the palace, but I must have a house of my own to go to at the end of the day when my duties are over.
What you wish to do in evening that cannot be done in palace?
How dare you! I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but you don't seem to understand. I came here to work. I must support myself and my young son, and I shall take nothing less than what I have been promised.
You will tell King this.
I will tell King this.
It will be very interesting meeting. You come with me now. You come now. Else you stay on boat, I do not care.
Mom, if you wish to stay on board my ship and return to Singapore...
No, thank you, Captain Orton. Your Excellency, I will go with you. I have made a bargain and I intend to live up to my side of it. But I expect a bargain to be kept on both sides. I will go with you.
To palace.
For the time being. Goodbye, Captain Orton, and thank you for everything.
Bye, Mom.
Louis?
Bye, Captain.
Bye, laddie. Take good care of your mother now.
been meaning to speak to you about English school teacher. She's waiting to see you.
She's in Siam. How long?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
She has needed discipline for this. She objects to living in palace.
She talk about house. She say you promise.
I do not recollect such promise. Tell her I will see her. I will see her in a moment.
Oh, Your Majesty, this is Lan Tao, emissary from court of Burma.
Ah, you are here for a copying of famous Bangkok temples. I have the permission.
We bring your present from Prince of Burma.
Am I to trust the ruler of Burma? Am I to trust this present that I send me when she is spy?
I am not a spy. My name is Captain. You please that I speak English. My name is Captain.
King is pleased. He like you.
Strangers cannot be allowed to roam around palace palace before presenting to king. Look out the windows.
We have done so, Your Majesty. We have seen New Year celebrations, royal coronation ceremonies, etc., etc., etc.
Etc. What is this etc.?
According to the dictionary, it means and the rest. All the things you have been doing while we have been waiting. The fireworks.
Best fireworks I ever see at funeral. How you like my acrobats?
Splendid, Your Majesty. Best acrobats I ever see at funeral.
Our children prepare for presentation to Scutija.
How many children have you, Your Majesty?
I have only 67 altogether. But I am not very, very long. You shall not teach all of them. You teach only children of mothers who are in favor with king. At present are very few indeed. Lady Diane, this is Madame Leonoris. Lady Diane, head wife.
There is a happy land far, far away, where sings in glory stand bright, bright as day. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Missionary. Missionary. Ah, a missionary taught you English. Yes, sir, missionary.
Lady Diane, you'll help Madame Leonoris in the school teaching. She in turn will teach you the better English.
Your Majesty.
She is grateful to me for my kindness.
Oh, I see. Your Majesty, in our agreement, you suggested
You,
that...
Captain, you only speak well the English. She write to them. She is present to me from Burma Prince.
She is a present?
Madame, you have English book I can read?
Of course I have.
I wish most to read book called Small House of Uncle Thomas. Is by American lady Harriet Beecher Stowe.
A woman has written a book.
A very wonderful book, Your Majesty. An American book, all about slavery.
President Lincoln against slavery, no? Me too. Slavery, very bad thing. I think you teach my wives too. Those who are in royal favor.
I should be most happy to, Your Majesty, even though that was not part of our agreement. Speaking of our agreement, reminds me that there is one little matter about my house.
Also, I will allow you to help me in my foreign correspondence.
Very well, Your Majesty. I don't think you understand, Your Majesty. I don't think you understand about my house.
House! House! What is this about house?
Well, I want my house, the house you promised me.
You shall live in palace. You teach in palace, you live in palace. You don't live in palace, you don't teach and you go whenever you please. I do not care. You understand this?
Yes, Your Majesty. But if these are the only times under which I am to be allowed to remain...
Enough! I have no more time to talk. Talk to other women. My women. And wives.
do not tell King. Make King very angry. King seems to be very angry already. Poor girl. He said she was a present from Prince of Burma. I think she loved another man. If so, she will never see other man again. Poor child. Oh, no, sir. She is foolish child to wish for other man when she has King. But you can't help wishing for a man if he's the man you want. It is strange for school teacher to talk so romantic. Romantic? I suppose I am really. I was very much in love with my late husband, Tom. Tom? When a woman has love like that, she understands all other women who are in love. And she's on their side too, even if she's just a school teacher. Oh, yes, Tom. He was very pretty in face. Oh dear, yes, he was. Very pretty in face. When I think of Tom, I think about a night when the earth smelt of summer, and the sky was streaked with white, and the soft mist of England was sleeping on a hill. I remember this, and I always will. There are new lovers now on that same silent hill, looking on the same blue sea. And I know Tom and I are a part of them all, and they're all a part of Tom and me. Hello, young lovers, whoever you are, I hope your troubles are few. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I really love you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I really love you. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down the street in a trance. To fly down the street on the chance that you'll meet, not really by chance. My lovers, whatever you do, don't cry because I'm alone. All of my memories are happy tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own like yours. I've had a love of my own.
The children, they come for presentation to school teacher.
This is all very well, Your Majesty, but it does not solve my problem.
Silence! We stand here to meet the royal children.
Very well, Your Majesty.
The royal princess and princesses. will look on.
Father, I should be late for school.
You wait. Please to recite proper you have learned yesterday and writing down 12 times in your copybook.
A thought for the day. East or west? Home is best.
East, west, home best. Home means house. Every day for many, many months always something about house. My children to be taught nothing more.
Yesterday we are taught that world is round ball, which spins with stick through middle. Everyone knows that world rides on back of great turtle, which keeps it from running into the stars.
How can it be that if everyone knows one thing, many people believe another?
Then which is true?
The world is ball with stick through it, I believe.
You believe? Does that mean you do not know? But you must know because you are king.
Someday you too will be king, and you too will know everything.
But how do I learn? When do I know that I know everything?
When you are king. Now, when you are king, I do not know. I am not sure. I am not sure of anything. When I was a boy, there was better spot. What was so was so. What was not. Now I am a man. World hath changed a lot. Something nearly so. Others nearly not. There are times I almost think I am not sure of what I absolutely know. Very often find confusion in conclusions I concluded long ago. In my head are many facts that as a student I have studied to go pure. In my head are many facts of which I wish I was more certain. I was sure. Is a puzzlement. What to tell a growing son? What, for instance, shall I say to him of me? Shall I educate him on the ancient lines? Shall I tell the boy as far as he is able to respect his wives and love his concubines? Shall I tell him everyone is like the other, and the better one of two is really neither? If I tell him this, I think he don't believe it, and I nearly think I don't believe it either. When my father was a king, he was a king who knew exactly what he knew. And his brain was not a thing forever swinging to and fro and fro and to. Shall I then be like my father and be willfully unmovable and strong? Or is better to be right, or am I right when I believe I may be wrong? What would he say of me? Shall I educate him on the ancient line? Shall I tell the boy as far as he's able to respect his wives and love his concubines? Shall I tell him everyone is like the other, and the better one of two is really neither? If I tell him this, I think he don't believe it, and I nearly think I don't believe it either. There are times I almost think nobody's sure of what he absolutely knows. Very often find confusion in conclusions he concluded long ago. And it puzzles me to learn that though a man may be in doubt of what he knows, very quickly he'll fight to prove that what he does not know is so. Sometimes I think that people going mad. life, and leader of my kingdom I must go forth. Be father to my children, and husband to each wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven would a show away, every day I try to live another day. If my Lord in heaven would a show away, every day I do my best for one more day. But is a puzzlement.
Lady Diana, would you start?
Blue is ocean, red Siam. Here is King of Siam. In right hand is weapon. Show how he destroy all who fight him. Green Burma. Here is King of Burma. No clothes means how poor is King of Burma.
Thank you, Lady Diana. Would you take my place, please? The map you have been looking at is an old one. Today we have a surprise for you. Louis, would you pull the cord, please? A new map, just arrived from England. It is a present to us from His Majesty, your King. The Lord of Light. Yes, the Lord of Light.
The white is Siam. Siam is small.
Hush, Your Highness.
Wait, let me show you England. See? England is even smaller than Siam.
For many years before I came here, Siam was to me just like that little white spot. Now I have lived here for over a year. I have met the Siamese people, and I'm beginning to understand them.
You like her?
I like you very much indeed. It's a very ancient saying, but a true and honest thought, that when you become a teacher, by your pupils you'll be taught. As a teacher I've been learning, you'll forgive me if I boast, but I've now become an expert on the subject I like most. Getting to know you. Getting to sometimes so cold that the lakes and rivers freeze, and the water becomes so hard that you can walk on it.
Walk in water?
Yes, Your Highness, walk on water.
Hard water, how possible?
Well, it is not only hard, but it is very slippery too. When people walk on it, they fall down and slide. And not only do the lakes and rivers freeze, but the raindrops, as they fall, are turned into small white spots that look like lace. And this is called snow.
Snow? Drops of lace?
Yes, Your Highness. The water freezes on the way down from the star.
And the raindrops turn into little stars.
Yes, Your Highness. Some are shaped like stars, but small and white and...
There's a word of truth in it. I do not believe in such thing as snow. And I do not believe Siam is so big. Another country is so big.
Siam, biggest country in the world!
How can schoolroom be so unscientific?
We've just had a little misunderstanding, Your Majesty. I was describing snow to them, and they refused to believe that there was such a thing.
Snow?
Snow.
Ah, yes, from mountain top.
From the sky.
From sky to mountain top.
Sire, how does it come down from the sky?
Like this.
Thank you, sire.
I have seen pictures. Switzerland, land all white with snow.
That's right, Your Majesty.
Does not believe this?
Well, after all, they have never seen it.
Never see. If they know only what they see, why do we have schoolroom? Right? So that I let me hear of not believing Scuttiger, whom I have bring here at great expense, 20 pounds each month. 20 English pounds. Study. Children must learn, teacher must teach. Not waste time instructing children in singing the song Home Sweet House. Remind us that his promise I never make, etc., etc., etc.
But you did promise me a house, Your Majesty, a brick residence adjoining the royal palace. Those are your very words in your letter.
I do not remember such words.
Well, I remember them.
I will do remembering. Who is king here? I like you, so you remember that. I do not know of any promises. I do not know anything except that you are my servant.
Oh, no, Your Majesty.
But what? I say you are my servant.
No, Your Majesty, indeed, I am not your servant.
I would say your mother has bad manners.
Oh, you would you? Well, I'd say your father has no manners at all.
Louis, if you do not give me the house you promised me, I shall return to England.
We learn. We believe, school teacher. I believe in snow.
Do not let her go away.
I let her do nothing that is not my pleasure. It is my pleasure you stay here, in palace. In palace.
No, Your Majesty.
I give you servants. I give you bigger room.
That is not the point, Your Majesty.
Why wish you to leave these children, all whom loving you so extraordinary?
I do not wish to leave them. I love them too, quite extraordinarily. But I cannot stay in a country where a promise has no meaning.
I will hear no more of this promise.
Land where there is talk of honor and a wish for Siam to take her place among the modern nations of the world, where there is talk of great changes, but where everything still remains according to the wishes of the king.
You will say no more. No more.
I will say no more, because there is no more to be said.
No,
Out of house. So big a world. Siam very small. England very small. All people very small. No man big enough for to be alone. No man big enough. King. King different. King need nobody. Nobody at all. I think.
Where is Mrs. Anna?
She will not be with us ever again. She has followed with the king.
How can we meet if she is not with us? Mrs. Anna was our only friend.
We cannot be seen talking like this. Anyone can come in. Pretend you wait for her.
If only we can stop pretending.
We kiss in a shadow. We hide from the moon. Our meetings are few and over too soon. We speak in a whisper, afraid to be heard. When people are near, we speak not a word. Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves me.
Topsy, when can we meet? When?
It is not possible. We cannot meet alone ever. Not ever.
Alone in our secret, together we sigh for one smiling day to be free, to kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see. Behold how my lover loves
What is it?
Someone was here. I had a feeling someone was watching us. Please go, please. So kiss in the sunlight and say to the sky, behold and believe what you see.
now.
I am too.
Are you really going away?
Mother plans to leave on the next sailing.
I'm not sure my father will allow your mother to go.
Well, I'm not sure if my mother will allow your father not to allow her to go.
Why will not your mother admit that she was wrong?
I don't believe my mother thinks she was wrong.
Begins to look as if people do not know when they are right or wrong, even after they have grown up.
I've noticed that too.
A puzzlement. When I left my father a little while ago, I heard him talking to himself. He seemed uncertain about many things.
I don't believe grown-ups are very certain. They only talk as if they're certain.
There are times I almost think they are not sure of what they absolutely know.
I believe they are confused about conclusions they concluded long ago.
If my father and your mother are not sure of what they absolutely know, can you tell me why they fight?
They fight to prove that what they do not know is so.
Oh, sometimes I think that people going mad.
Sometimes I think that people are not so bad.
But no matter what I think, I must go on living life. And someday as a leader, I must go forth, be father to my children, and husband to each wife, etc., etc., and so forth. If my Lord in heaven were to show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. If my Lord in heaven were to show the way, every day I do my best for one more day. But
Is a puzzlement.
Your servant? Indeed, I'm not your servant, although you give me less than servant's pay. I'm a free and independent employee. Because I'm a woman, you think like every woman, I have to be a slave or concubine. You conceited, self-indulgent libertine. How I wish I called him that, right to his face, liberty. And while we're on the subject, sire, there are certain goings-on around this place that I wish to tell you I do not admire. I do not like polygamy or even modern bigamy. I realize that in your eyes that clearly makes a prigamy. But I am from a civilized land called Wales, where men like you are kept in county jails. In your pursuit of pleasure you have mistresses who treasure you. They have no ken of other men beside whom they can measure you. A flock of sheep and you are the only ram. Oh, no wonder you're the wonder of Siam. I'm rather pleased I didn't say that. Not with the women right there. And the children. The children, I'll not forget the children. No matter where I go, I'll always see those little faces looking up at me. At first, when I started to teach, they were shy and remained out of reach. But lately I thought one or two have been caught by a word I have said or a sentence I've read, and I've heard the occasional question that implied, at the least, a suggestion that the work I was trying to do was beginning to show with a few. stubborn and inquisitive and smart. I must leave this place before they break my heart. I must leave this place before they break my heart. I had no idea how late it was. Shall I tell you what I think of you? You're spoiled. You're a conscientious worker, but you're spoiled. Giving credit where it's due, there is much I like in you, but it's also very true that you're spoiled. Everybody's always bowing to the king. Everybody has to grovel to the king. By your border you are blessed, by your ladies you're caressed, but the one who loves you best is a king. All that bowing and kowtowing to remind you of your royalty, I find a most disgusting exhibition. I wouldn't ask a Siamese cat to demonstrate his loyalty by taking that ridiculous position. How would you like it if you were a man playing the part of a toad, crawling around on your elbows and knees, eating the dust in the road? Toads! Toads! All of your people are toads! Yes, your majesty, no, your majesty. Tell us how low to go, your majesty. Make some more degrees, your majesty. Don't let us off of our knees, your majesty. Give us a kick if you please, your majesty. Give us a kick if you want, your majesty. That was good, your majesty! Oh! And help and protect as long as you live. also will be true. This woman knows many things, but this, I think, she does not know. She'll always go along, defend him when he's wrong, and tell him when he's strong. It's wonderful. They always and so he'll get along. A man who needs your love can Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Oh, Your Majesty is reading the Bible.
Ah, Mrs. Anna. I think your Moses should have been a fool.
Moses.
Moses. Here it stands written by him that the world was created in 6 days. You know, and I know it took many ages to create world. I think he should have been a fool to have written so. What is your opinion?
Well, Your Majesty, the Bible was not written by men of science, but by men of faith. It was their explanation of the miracle of creation, which is the same miracle whether it took 6 days or many centuries.
You have come to apologize.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty,
Good,
but...
to apologize.
Your Majesty...
I accept.
Your Majesty, nothing has been said that can alter the fact that in my country anyone who makes a promise...
Silence! Tell me about President Lincoln of America. Shall he be winning this war he is fighting at present? Does he have enough guns and elephants for transporting, say?
I don't think they have elephants in America, Your Majesty.
No elephants? Then I shall send him some. Write letter to Mr. Lincoln.
Now?
Now, when else? Now is always best time.
Very well, Your Majesty.
From Fra Mayor by the blessing of the highest super agency in the world, of the whole universe, the King of Siam, sovereign of all tributed countries adjacent and around in every direction, etc., etc., etc. Do you not have any respect for me? Why do you stand over my head? I cannot stand all the time. And in this country, no one's head shall be higher than kings. From now on, in presence, you shall so conduct yourself like all other subjects.
You mean on the floor? Well, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I will try my very best to make sure that my head is no higher than Your Majesty's. But I simply cannot grovel on the floor. I couldn't possibly work that way or think.
You are a very difficult woman. But you will observe care. That head shall never be higher than mine. If I shall sit, you shall sit. If I shall kneel, you shall kneel. Etc., etc., etc.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Is promise.
Is promise.
Good. To his royal presidency of the United States in America, Abraham Lincoln, etc., etc., it has occurred to us. It has occurred to us You see, it has occurred to us that if several pairs of young male elephants were turned loose in forests of America, after a while they would increase.
Your Majesty, just male elephants?
You put in details. Tonight my mind is on other matters, very important matters.
Anything that you might wish to discuss with me?
Why should I discuss important matters with woman?
Very well, Your Majesty. I shall return to my room. May I say good night?
Right.
Your Majesty?
What?
I was just wondering, when the boat arrived from Singapore yesterday...
Singapore? How?
Was there any news from abroad?
News? Yes, there are news. They call me barbarian.
Who?
Certain parties would wish to use this as an excuse to steal my country. Suppose you were Queen Victoria and somebody tell you King of Siam is barbarian. You believe?
Well, I would...
You will believe I am barbarian. Because there is no one to speak otherwise.
But it is a lie.
It is false lie.
And what have you decided to do about it, Your Majesty?
You guess.
Well, if someone were sending a big lie about me to England, well, I should do my very best to send the truth to England. Is that what you have decided to do, Your Majesty?
Yes. That is what I should have decided. But how? You guess how I should do this?
Well, my guess is that when Sir Edward Ramsay arrives here from...
Ramsay?
The British diplomat.
Ah, yes, on way from Singapore. When he is here, I shall take opportunity of expressing my opinion of English thieves who wish to steal Siam. I shall show him who is barbarian. What is this face you put on?
Your Majesty, I don't think you will fight with Sir Edward.
I will not.
No, Your Majesty, you will entertain him and his party in an especially grand manner. And then they will return to England and report to Queen Victoria that you are not a barbarian.
Naturally, that is what I should have intended to do.
It's the only way to deal with the English. You know, you must stand up to them, put your best foot forward. It is just an expression, Your Majesty. It means put on your best clothes. Show them your most intelligent men, your most beautiful women. Edward admires beautiful women.
Edward? You call him this?
We are old friends. I knew him in Bombay before I was married.
But shall it be proper for British dignity to see my women with no shoes on their feet? Shall it be proper for them to put their best foot forward? No. Sir Ramsay will go back and tell Queen Victoria I am barbarian. What do you think of this?
We'll dress them up. European fashion.
You will dress them in dresses?
Yes, Your Majesty. How many women could I have to sew for me?
All women in kingdom. How many dresses?
Well, that depends on how many ladies are chosen by Your Majesty.
You shall say who is most like European lady for dressing like same. Wake up, wives, etc. I shall command Chinese artists to paint their faces very pale. You should educate them in European custom and manners for presentation.
I wonder how much time we shall have.
Sir Ramsay's gunboat lasts to quarter of St. Clair. How long it take depends on how many ports he called into. Let us say we have 1 week.
1 week? Your Majesty, 1 week!
In this time, whole world was created. Moses? Are there any more details I do not think of so far?
We must give them a fine dinner, a European dinner.
I was going to.
And a ball, with music.
Music and dancing.
Yes, Your Majesty, and dancing.
Are you nothing of dancing?
It was an inspired idea, Your Majesty. We could give them a play. Tum-Tim has written a version of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Ah! We shall give them theatrical performance. We shall show him who is barbarian. Line up, line up, line up. Lady Diane, on Saturday next, at 9 o'clock, post-meridian. We shall give fine dinner. European dinner. You have been instructed. Steward during week, he shall make eminent European dishes for tasting. I shall taste. Scuttiger shall taste. You say who is most like European lady for dressing like say. You are to make tablecloth of finest white silk for a very long table. Also, instruct court musicians to learn music of Europe for dancing, etc., etc., etc. But what? Am I to be annoyed by children at this moment? Mrs. Anna, we must be more scientific with children. For the next week, the men and women of my kingdom shall work without sleep till all is done. For what is not ready, every man will be beaten 100 strokes. Tell this to everybody, Lady Pierre. Above all, I must not be worried by anything.
The gunboat.
They attack?
No. They salute us. But we reply with fireworks. It is Sir Edward Ramsay's party.
No!
Now, they must have come direct from St. Long. No stop.
No stops, Your Majesty!
Tell them to go back, we are not ready. You do not know. You do not know. I have planned best idea I ever get.
Still, you could do it, but Your Majesty, you can do it.
Tomorrow morning, when English arrive, we shall put them to bed.
We should start now. This very minute. Work, work, work. We have only 18 hours to do it, but I shall do it somehow.
I shall do it. You shall help me.
Yes, Your Majesty.
We shall work even when the sun shines in the middle of the day. We shall work even... priests, come down. First, we ask help of Buddha. Come to him. Bow. Bow. Give us the aid of your strength and your wisdom.
Oh, Buddha, give us the aid of your strength and your wisdom.
And help us to prove to the visiting English that we are extraordinary and remarkable people.
And help us to prove to the visiting English that we are extraordinary and remarkable people.
Help also Mrs. Anna to keep away for scientific sewing of dresses, even though she be only a woman and a Christian, and therefore unworthy of your interest. A promise is a promise. Your head shall never be higher than mine. A promise.
And a Christian, and therefore unworthy of your interest.
And Buddha, I promise you, I shall give this unworthy woman a house of her own, a brick residence adjoining the royal palace according to agreement, etc., etc., etc.
And Buddha, I promise you I shall give this unworthy woman a house of her own, a brick residence adjoining the royal palace, according to agreement.
What is this costume? Here is it, but here is the rest. Have too much work to do, cannot move fast in swollen skirts.
Lady Chandler, why must we dress like this for the 16th Christmas?
Whatever Mrs. Anna tells us to do is wise and good, but this is a puzzlement. To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear a funny skirt. To prove we're not barbarians, they dress us up like savages. To prove we're not barbarians, we wear a funny skirt. Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, of that there is no doubt. They feel so sentimental about the Oriental. They always try to turn us inside down and upside out. Upside out and inside down. To prove and pinch our little toes, our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They break if we had little toes, but now they only hurt. To prove and pinch our little toes, our feet are cramped in leather shoes. They break if we had little toes, but now they only hurt. Western people funny, Western people funny, Western people funny, too funny to be true. They quickly leave on it, but they advise us to make the same mistake that they are making too. They quickly civilize us, but they advise us not to make the same mistake that they are making too. They make quite a few. Lady Tiang, here are the napkins for dinner. Would you see that they get to the table, please? Thank you. Thank you. Now, ladies, let's see how you look. Oh, very pretty. Now turn round and get ready for your curtsy.
What shall we trouble now?
I forgot. They have practically no undergarments.
Undergarments. Of what importance are undergarments at this time?
Of great importance, Your Majesty.
You are wearing undergarments.
Of course, Your Majesty.
That the woman has no legs is useless to pretend. And for them, the swollen skirt.
The wide skirt is symbolic. It is the circle within which a female is protected.
Englishmen are so aggressive. I did not know. These undergarments, they are devised in symbolic and ornamental manner, yes.
Sometimes.
This is what you're going to wear?
I guess, Your Majesty, do you like it?
This is what all other visiting English ladies shall look like?
Oh, most of them.
You are certain this is customary?
Yes, Your Majesty, I am most certain.
Etc. Etc. Etc.
What is so wrong about bare shoulders? Why, your own ladies
Ah, yes, but they do not wear so many coverings up on other parts of bodies. Therefore,
what?
he's different.
Well, I am sorry that His Majesty does not approve.
I did not say I did not approve, but
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, the English, they are in palace.
Ladies, please, do nothing of the kind.
You wish, shall we list of subjects you shall try to bring up for talk. On such subjects I am very brilliant and will make great impression. You begin with Moses.
Yes, Your Majesty. Now remember, Your Majesty, Cartwright is the editor of a newspaper in Singapore. And then the...
Why have you not educated these girls in English custom of spyglass?
Oh, I say, my monocle was not right then. Hello, Anna, my dear.
Hello, Edward.
Oh.
Your Majesty, may I introduce Sir Edward Ramsay?
am sorry, sir. My ladies have not given good impression.
On the contrary, Your Majesty, I have never received so good an impression in so short. You have most attractive pupils, Anna.
Tomorrow, you must meet my younger pupils, His Majesty's children.
I shall be delighted. How many children have you, Your Majesty?
77 now. I am not very long. Next month, expecting 3 more.
Why, Joe? No problem at all about finding an heir to the throne, is there what? I suppose I should apologize for wandering into this room. The rest of the party were ahead of me.
I'm so glad that you came to visit us. To visit His Majesty, I mean, of course.
It was your postscript to His Majesty's letter that really brought me here.
Postscript?
His Majesty was most happy when you decided to accept his invitation, weren't you, Your Majesty?
I was happy. Your Majesty, dinner is about to be served. But first, I would like to introduce you to your guests in the reception room. Ah! Dinner!
You have met...
Your Excellency.
Anna, my dear, you're looking lovelier than ever.
Thank you, Edward.
Found a job to do, Edward. People you can help, that's it, isn't it? Extraordinary how one gets attached to people who need one. Do you hear that? Do you know, we danced to that once. Bombay. Still dance?
Not very often.
You sure?
Oh, Edward, don't you think...
Are you sure you don't ever get homesick?
No, Edward, I told you I have nothing there, no one.
But Anna, do you remember that I once asked you to marry me before Tom came along?
Dear Edward.
Dancing after dinner.
Oh, sorry, sir. I'm afraid I started talking over old times.
It was my impression Mrs. Anna would be upheld for seating your guests at the dinner table.
In that case, we'd better be going in, Anna.
Yes. Better be going in.
His Majesty made a very interesting observation the other day about Moses. It seems that he...
Should you not be there to begin your play? I came out here to memorize my lines. I think not, Princess. I have seen you and Nangtar together. I do not tell King this. I do not wish to hurt him. But your lover will leave Siam tonight. Tonight? Go now to theater, Princess. Turn back and look the other way. I am here in the shadow of the wall. I will stay here until she turns the corner. She says she will leave Siam tonight, but I do not believe her.
It is true, Toptim. They have ordered me onto the first ship that leaves for Burma, and it is tonight.
What will we do?
You are coming with me.
I?
Secret police will all be at the theater. Meet me here after your play. Everything is arranged.
I cannot believe it.
I can. It is just as I have pictured it a million times. I have dreamed that your arms are lovely. I have dreamed what a joy you'll be. I have dreamed every word you'll whisper when you're close
how you look in the glow of evening. I have dreamed and enjoyed the view. In these dreams I've loved you so that by now I think I know what it's like to be loved by you. I will love being loved by you.
Alone and awake, I've looked at the stars, the same that smile on you. And time and again I've thought all the things that you are
are leaving tonight, Mrs. Anna.
Leaving? How?
It's better if you do not know. We shall never forget you, Mrs. Anna. Never.
God bless you both. I know how it feels to have wings on your heels and to fly down the street in a trance. To fly down the street on a chance that you'll meet and you'll meet. Not really by chance. Don't cry.
Lord and Master, King Simon of Legree. She hates her Lord and Master and fears him. This king has sold her lover to faraway province of Ohio. Lover's name George. George? Baby in arms, also called George. George? He lied to say she would run away and look for lover George. George? So she bid goodbye to her friends and start on her escape. of Buddha also comes sacrifice.
Your conversation at dinner was most amusing.
I was forced to laugh myself. I was so
Her Majesty Queen Victoria will be very glad to hear that we have come to such felicity of agreement about Sire.
I'm very happy I asked her. Very happy.
I think now, with your permission, I should take my leave. Goodbye, Anne, my dear. It was lovely to see you again.
Goodbye, Edward. Well, Your Majesty.
It is all over.
May I remove my shawl? It is a very hot night. I'm so pleased about everything.
I am aware of your interest. I wish to say you have been of great help to me in this endeavor. I wish to make a gift. I have hope you will accept. Put it on, Finger. Put it on, put it on, put it on.
Majesty, I don't know what to say.
When one does not know what to say, it is the time to be silent. My elephant has been discovered in forests of Ayuthi.
You regard this as a good omen, don't you?
Yes. Everything going well with us.
Everything going well with us.
Oh! It is I, Your Majesty. I can wait. Come in, come in. Well,
Sikh police are here, they will make report. You will stay here.
Secret police?
Your finger shines.
Yes, the king. I did not know what to say to him. After all, a woman in my country would not accept such a gift from a man. He is the king. Actually, he puts me in a rather difficult position. I was going to ask him for a rise in my salary, and now...
And now you find it difficult to do so.
Yes, very. I don't suppose you could speak to him for me, could you? About my rise in salary, I mean.
I think I should do this thing for you, because it is a strange world in which men and women can find it very light, things that are nearest to them.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I don't understand what you mean,
No,
but
that does not matter. I don't think you will raise your salary anyway.
Ha! Good news and the bad news come together. You will please stay up all night until we have further important item on top.
I had intended to do so, Your Majesty.
perhaps I should leave too.
No. I wish to talk with you.
Is there something wrong with Tutin?
I do not know. Nor do I consider this the most important thing I must tell you. It is of greater interest that the English think highly of. Secret police serve coffee after dinner and listen to what they say and report conversation to me.
You have been spying on your guests.
How else can you learn truth? It appears I have made excellent impression. It is clear they do not think me barbaric.
But this is what you intended to prove.
What we intended to prove. Something.
What about her?
She is missing from Paris. You know something of this.
Well, the last time I saw her, she was in the theatre pavilion.
This is the last time anyone has seen her. She never speaks to you of running away.
Well, I knew she was unhappy.
Unhappy? I am happy. She is in Palace of King. What greater honor for a young girl than to be in Palace of King?
Your Majesty, if Tutin is caught, shall she be punished?
Naturally. What would you do if you were king like me?
Well, I believe I would give her a chance to explain. I think I would try not to be too harsh. Your Majesty, of what interest to you is one girl like Tutin? Well, she's just another woman, as a bowl of rice is just another bowl of rice. No different from any other bowl of rice.
Ah, now you understand about woman. But British poets.
You would be reading poetry, Your Majesty.
Out of curiosity, of a strange idea of love, etc., etc. I tell you, this poetry is a nonsense, and a silly complication of a pleasant simplicity. A woman is a female who is human, designed for pleasing man, the human male. The human male is pleased by many women, and all the rest you hear is fairy tale.
Then tell me how the fairy tale began, sir. You cannot call it just a poet's trick. Explain to me why many men are faithful and true to one wife only.
They are sick.
But you do expect women to be faithful?
Naturally.
Why naturally?
Because it is natural. It is like old Siamese rhyme. A girl must be like a blossom with honey for just one man. A man must live like honey bee and gather more he can. To fly from blossom to blossom, a honey bee must be free, but blossom must not ever fly from bee to bee to bee.
And you consider this sensible poetry, Your Majesty?
Certainly. But listen to this from your own poet, Alfred Tennyson. Now folds the lily all her sweetness up and slips into the bosom of the lake. So fold thyself, my dearest thou, and slip into thy bosom. English girls are so acrobatic.
I don't know if I can ever make this clear to you, Your Majesty. We do not look upon women as just human females. They are... Well, take yourself, for instance. You are not just a human male.
I am king.
Exactly. And so every man is a king and every woman a queen when they love one another.
This is a sickly idea.
No, Your Majesty, it is a wonderful idea. Oh, we were brought up to it, of course, but a young girl at her first dance.
Young girl, like I see tonight in arms of men, not their husbands.
Why, yes.
I will not permit.
Oh, but it is so exciting when you're young and sitting on a small gilt chair, your eyes cast down, terrified that you'll be a wallflower. And then suddenly, you see two black shoes, a white waistcoat, a face, and it speaks. We've just been introduced. I do not know you well, but when the music started, something drew me to your side. So many men and girls are in each other's arms. It made me think we might be similarly occupied. Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Over shores when the last little star has left the sky. Shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen. Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? La 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 la
Will you stop without pretty God?
Sorry, Your Majesty, I didn't realize that. After all, a woman would not dance while a man was looking on.
But you dance with strange man holding hands, etc., etc.
Yes, but not always a strange man, sometimes a very good friend.
Good. We dance together. You show me. You teach, you teach, you teach.
Well, it's very simple, the polka. It goes 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and
On a bright cloud of music, shall we fly?
1, 2, 3, and
Shall we dance?
1, 2, 3, and
Shall we still say goodnight and mean goodbye?
1, 2, 3, and oh, perchance, when the last little star has lit the sky,
Shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen.
shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1. What is wrong? I know, I forget that. This time I remember. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Oh, splendid, Your Majesty!
Splendid! 2, 3. Now you make me lose count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is not right.
Yes, it was. You were doing wonderfully well.
No. Not the way I see your appearance dancing tonight.
Yes, it was. It was just like that.
No. We're not holding two hands like this.
No. As a matter of fact,
Was like this. No.
yes.
Come. you burst to my door and are waiting.
Majesty, we have found Tati.
Where is she?
The police are questioning her.
Now you've found her, what will you do with her?
I will do what is usually done in such events.
And what is that?
When it happens, you will know.
Mrs. Anna, do not let them leave me! Do not let them!
Just found on Chinese sailing ship. She wears disguise of religious student.
Here in this room.
It is believed she was running away with a man who brought her here from Burma.
Dishonor.
He was not found on boat.
Where is this man?
I do not know!
You will tell us where we will find him. You will tell us.
I do not know!
It is believed she was lovers with this man.
I was not lovers with this man!
Dishonor. We will soon have truth of this man. Hi.
Mrs. Anna! Stop that, you hear me?
It is better you understand at once that this matter does not concern you.
Oh, but it does. Not only because of her, but even more because of you.
You waste my time.
She's only a child. She was running away because she was unhappy. Can't you understand that? Your Majesty, I beg of you, please, do not throw everything away that you have done. This girl has hurt your vanity. She's not hurt your heart. You haven't got a heart. You've never loved anyone and you never will.
I show you. Give me.
I can't believe that you are going to do this dreadful thing.
You do not believe. Maybe you will believe when you hear her screaming as you run down the hall.
I shall not be running down the hall. I shall stand here and watch you.
Holy girl, I do this all myself.
You are a barbarian.
Am I down? Am I king or am I not king? Am I to be cuckolded in my own palace? Am I to take orders from Scutija?
No, not all.
Silence! I am king as I was born to be. And I am to be governed in my way. Not English way. Not French way. Not Chinese way. My way! Barbarian, you say? There is no barbarian worse than weak king. And I am strong king. You hear? Strong!
The man, the lover, has been found. He is dead.
Dead! Then I shall join him soon!
I shall never understand you or your king. I shall never understand him.
You have destroyed him. You have destroyed him. He can never be anything that he was before. All that is gone. You have destroyed him. You have destroyed King.
The next ship that leaves the port of Bangkok, no matter where it's going, I shall be on it. Give this back to His Majesty.
I wish you had never come to Siam.
So do I. So do I.
Captain London, your
Prime Minister told me I would find you here. I think Mrs. Anna and Louis have already left for the boat.
No, Chulalongkorn. Some of their boxes are still here.
Mother?
The servants say they will be back soon.
Mother, what is it with my father?
It is his heart. Also, for some time now, he does not seem to want to live.
Mother, I am frightened. I'm frightened because I love my father. And because if he dies, I shall become king. And I do not know how to be.
Many men learn this after they become kings.
I've been thinking much on the things Mrs. Anna used to tell us in classroom. On slavery. I think also on what she say about religion. And how it is good and noble concern for each man to find for himself that which is right and that which is wrong.
These are good things to remember, my son. Also, it is good to remember the one who taught them.
Chulalongkorn.
Lady Anne, how nice of you to come to say goodbye. I was down at the ship, seeing that our boxes were put on. Captain Orton must sail with the tide. I did not come to say goodbye. I come from one who must see you. You must go to him. When he heard you were sailing, he started to write this letter. All day he has been writing. It is difficult for him, madam. Very difficult. He has commanded that I bring it to you.
Please to read it to all of us. I would like to hear what my father has to say.
While I am lying here, I think perhaps I die. This heart, which you say I have not got, is a matter of great concern. It has occurred to us that there shall be nothing wrong that man shall die. For all that shall matter about man is that he shall have tried his utmost best. I do not wish to die without saying this gratitude, etc., etc., etc. I think it is strange that a woman shall have been most earnest help of all. But you must remember, Mrs. Anna, you have been a very difficult woman, and much more difficult than generality. I must go to him. I will see if he is awake. I will tell him you are here.
Mother, I thought you and Uncle were very angry with each other.
We were, Louis.
Now he's dying. Does that make you better friends?
I suppose so. We can't hurt each other anymore.
I didn't know he hurt you.
When two people are as different as we are, we're almost bound to hurt one another.
He always frightened me.
I wish you had known him better. In some respects, he was just as young as you.
Was he as good a king as he could have been, Mother?
Dear. Oh, I don't think any man has ever been as good a king as he could have been. But this one tried very hard.
You really like him, don't you, Mother?
Yes, Louis. I like him very much. Very much indeed.
Many months I do not see you, Mrs. Anna. Now I die.
Oh, no, Your
It
Majesty.
is not scientific, Mrs. Anna. I know if I die, I will not die. You are leaving Siam. When?
Very soon, Your Majesty. In fact, I can only stay a few moments longer.
You are glad for this. People of Siam, royal children, etc., are not glad, and are in great affliction of your departure.
I shall miss them.
You shall miss them, but you shall be leaving. I too am leaving, but I am not walking onto a boat with my own 2 feet, of my own free will. I am just. Why is your head above mine? I am not afraid of that which is happening to me. Teach Chulalongkorn. Chulalongkorn, teach me, make believe you brave. Good idea, always.
But you are brave, Your Majesty. You are very brave.
There is something belonging to you. Put it on, finger. Please, wear it always. Are my children. Tell them to come here. Good evening, my children.
Good evening, my father.
Did you come to see your father or Mrs. Anna?
It is all right, dear. It is suitable. Was it not said that someone had written farewell letter to Mrs. Anna?
Princess Ying Yaolak has composed letter to Mrs. Anna. She cannot write. She only make up words.
Speak at the loud. Say it, say it, say it.
Dear friend and teacher, my goodness gracious, do not go away. We are in great need of you. We are like one blind. Do not let us fall down in darkness. Continue good and sincere concern for us, and lead us in right road. Your loving pupil, Princess Ying Yaolak.
Hush, children. When you are afraid, you make believe you're brave. You tell them how to do. You teach them. Let it be last thing you teach.
Tell us, Mrs. Anna, what to do when afraid. You teach us.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I strike a careless pose and whistle a happy tune, and no one ever knows I'm afraid.
You see, when you are afraid, you make believe you're brave. You whistle. Whistle. Realizing her duty, for which I pay her exorbitant monthly salary of £25. Further, this is disorganized behavior, for bedroom of dying king. Children come, rise. Sit down. Take notes. You take notes from next king. Well, suppose you are king. Is there nothing you would do?
I would make proclamations.
Yes, yes.
First, I would proclaim coming New Year fireworks. Also, boat races.
Boat races. Why would you have boat races with New Year celebration?
I like boat races. And Father, I would make second proclamation.
But go on. What is second proclamation? Make it, make it.
Regarding custom of bowing to king in fashion of lowly toad. I do not believe this is good thing, causing embarrassing fatigue of body, degrading experience for soul, etc., etc., etc. This is bad thing, I believe. You are angry with me, Father.
Why do you ask a question? If you are king, you are king. You do not ask a question of sick man. No one. This proclamation against bowing, I believe to be your fault.
Oh, I hope so, Your Majesty. I do hope so.
Up! Right up! Up, up, up. 2 lines. Like soldiers. Has been said, there shall be no bowing, no showing respect for king. It has been said by one who has been trained in royal government.
No bowing like toad. No crouching. No crawling. This does not mean, however, that you do not show respect for king. You will stand with shoulders square back and chin high, like this. The gentlemen will bow to me in this way, bending only at the waist. The ladies. The ladies will make dip, as in Europe.